Hello, James.
Hello.
Today we have James, who works at the UK office of IQBar. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Would you like to just tell us a little bit about what you do in the office here?
Certainly, yes. So as you mentioned, I work in the Liverpool office and I'm currently one of the course developers. So I'm working on a grammar course and I'm also working on some of the storytelling and guided reading recordings.
Fantastic. And James is here today to talk a little bit about his experience at university. So can you just tell us a little bit about your education background?
Certainly, yeah.
Where did you go before university?
So I did my GCSEs and A-levels in the UK in a sixth form college. And before that, I studied at an American international school in India where I did the middle years program, MYP. And then after that, I went to Keele University to do my degree in English and International Relations as a dual honours program. You can do two different subjects. And I then went on to do a master's at Keele as well and stayed on for another year. And I loved it. It was great.
Fantastic. So you've got a little bit of experience about studying abroad in school and then studying in the UK. Can you remember anything about how you chose your course and your university? What influenced your decisions back then?
Certainly, yeah. Well, I went to an open day at Keele and I just felt at home straight away, immediately. And I loved the campus and I loved the community feel of the campus. And everybody lived on campus and everybody knew everybody and you had that real sense of community. And I really like the fact that they do the dual honours program. So nearly every student at Keele does two different subjects. And I was really torn about which subject to study. Mm-hmm. So the fact that I got to do both in the end was fantastic.
Did you go around any other open days?
I did.
Universities?
Yeah, I did. I went to Lancaster University, which is similar as a campus.
Yeah.
And I went to Birmingham University. And in the end, my decision was fairly clear and Keele was the one for me.
So the open day really did actually help you make a decision?
Certainly, it was a big help, yeah.
Can you remember anything that happened at the open day? What did you do on the open day?
Yeah, so I experienced a few different things on the open day. I went to a few different talks. So I went to one on students' finance. Mm-hmm. I saw some of the accommodation. I went to some of the subject-specific talks. And all of it was really useful in helping me to get an overall picture of life on campus and what the university had to offer. Yeah.
So you were attracted towards the campus, kind of, rather than a city-style university?
Yes, yeah. No, I love the campus feel, yeah.
Can you explain to people who might not know what a campus is? What is a campus? What's on there? That's
a good question, yeah. No, a campus university means that everything is in one place. Mm-hmm. So the accommodation is in one place, the academic buildings are in one place, the entertainment is in the same place, and it just means that the university experience is very cohesive, I suppose. It's all in one place and everything's there for you, and it's great.
So all the students kind of stay together?
Yeah. So what that means is that all the people who are your fellow students are also your neighbours, they're your course mates, they're your friends, and everybody kind of knows everybody, and that's a really nice feeling, and I really like that.
And that was what attracted you towards the campus?
Certainly, yeah.
Were there any other factors then? What else helped you decide, helped you make your decision?
So one of the things that I noticed about Keele was the facilities on campus. They were really fantastic. So, for example, there was a brand new library with lots of books and resources. There were cafes, there were bars. There was all kinds of new facilities, which were really impressive. And the accommodation was great as well. And also the other thing I really liked about Keele was that it's in a rural location. Yeah. And so there was a forest, there were lakes, there were fields nearby, and it was really, really peaceful and a lovely place to study.
So even though everything's on the campus, do you have a chance to go outside?
Yeah, certainly. So Keele, there is a close town, Newcastle-under-Lyme, which is a short bus journey away. It only takes about 10 minutes to get there by bus. And there are supermarkets, and there are facilities nearby. But the thing about the campus is that you never really needed to leave. You could do, of course, but everything was there and it was very convenient for the students. Yeah. So there was kind of different options that you could follow.
And so there was always lots going on?
Always lots going on, yeah, because on a campus university, everything is run by the students. Yeah. So all the societies were student-run, all the sports clubs were student-run, all the events were student-run. So there was always something to do and something to get involved in and follow your hobbies and interests, and yeah, it's great.
And can you tell us a little bit about what other hobbies you did then at university? What clubs and societies were there?
Yeah, certainly. So there was a lot that was to do with the subject. Yeah. So, for example, because I did an international relations degree, I was really interested in getting involved in the Model United Nations. Yeah. So once a week, the Model United Nations Society would get together We would act out a simulation and we would discuss global affairs, and that was fantastic and a real help for my course as well. And then the other one I really enjoyed was the Musician Society. I'm a keen musician, I play the guitar. And so every week I would go to open mic nights, and there was a folk club, and it was a really nice way to meet other students and get involved in some of the extracurricular things that were going on.
So did you know anybody before you went to university?
No.
So, but these things helped you make new friends?
Certainly, absolutely. It was a really good way of making friends with kind of similar interests and like minds.
So you'd encourage people to try and get involved in those
Absolutely,
things?
yeah, 100%.
What other kind of general advice would you have for somebody then who's thinking about going to university? It's a big decision, isn't it?
It's a huge decision, yeah. And the thing is, there are so many different courses and universities and different options. So I'd say, in terms of advice, do research. Make sure you do lots of open days and speak to current students as well. That's something I found really useful. If you speak to students who are currently studying at that university, you get a really good flavour of what it's like to study there.
At the open day, did you have a chance to speak to students?
Yes, I did, yeah. So I got to speak to some of the second and third year students and just find out about their experience at the university and what they had to say about it. So that was a really useful experience as well.
And what then overall do you think your highlights were then?
My highlights?
What are the things you look back on?
My graduation.
Yeah.
I love my graduation because Keele is it's quite a historic university, and so in the middle of campus there's the Keele Chapel, which was beautiful. It's like something from Hogwarts.
Yeah.
So my graduation took place there, and afterwards we had a celebration down by the Keele Hall, which is a big historic building, and it's by the lakes and next to the forest, and I really got to experience this amazing celebration with a lot of the friends that I'd made there.
Fantastic. Are you still in contact with a lot of your friends from university?
Yeah, friends for life actually.
Yeah, that's really good. Well, thank you very much, James. I think that's been really useful for people to know about what an open day does and some of the things that might help them make their decision.
Great. Thank you very much.